is The Rundown. A2DRadio.com. Hello. I'm Zach Barr, Ralph Dellavecchio, Frank Vespi back on the ones and twos. Brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City, BMWofAtlanticCity.com. 6037 on the Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, 609-568-9200. Ralph,
Well, you know what today is, right?
NBA Summer League's underway.
Man, I love Fridays.
Man, I love Fridays. MILFs. And right now I'm loving what I'm seeing in the Summer League from the Sixers and Markelle Fultz. He's been impressive in a couple games. Dropped, 23 in 26 minutes? 23 points in 26 minutes, I think it was the other day. But
Now, he didn't play last night, right?
I don't think he played last night.
Fultz did not play last night.
The first two games, he played against the Celtics in the first game
And
of
then
Summer League.
Utah.
Then Utah. And against Utah, he scored like 23 points in 26 minutes. But more importantly, there's other things you look at. And you know, he had a highlight where a little step-back jumper where he's able to create his own space. That's impressive because those are the types of things you got to do in the NBA to be able to be an elite scorer. You got to be able to create your own space and get your own shot. And he did that. And that's a step back I don't think anybody's defending in the NBA. It was filth. And that should make you excited if you're a Sixers fan.
You guys been playing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean he's looked good. He's looked smooth. You know, he's looked like he gets it. I know he was so impressive that Kevin Durant put out a tweet talking about basketball terms.
A little hesitation.
Yeah, the little hezzy. What do you call it? It was a hezzy.
I forget what it was here.
It was like a hezzy pull-up Jimbo.
Yeah, a hezzy Jimbo. That's what he called it.
A hezzy Jimbo.
It was a hezzy Jimbo.
and now apparently Markelle Fultz got a new nickname. He's now called Smooth J. So
Yeah, and if you don't understand, according to Durant, if you don't play basketball, you don't understand what a hezzy Jimbo is.
Kevin Durant said Fultz got some shit with him. The hezzy pull-up Jimbo was smooth. Probably don't understand what I just said if you don't really hoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's got more fans. Draymond Green with the whole snap. You see that too? Draymond Green was saying some stuff on Snapchat the other night.
Well, Draymond Green's always saying stuff.
I know, always.
He's always talking. That's
but I'll
your
tell
boy.
you this, Fultz has looked impressive. You think Danny Ainge is Jason Tatum's been playing good too.
Tatum has been playing amazing all summer
Tatum's
league.
Tatum's going to end up being a pretty good player. He's looked more athletic for the Celtics than he did at Duke.
Has.
They let him go. This is kind of the point that I was making, when I was defending Fultz. Remember a couple weeks back, and I was reading the comments from Facebook with my buddy that was being a hater about the whole situation that. You can't look at what an 18-year-old did. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, you remember the one.
I was about to ask if it was AJ, but
because Buddy Hield, Buddy Hield should have still been the top pick a year ago.
Rookie of the year.
Right.
But you can't look at what an 18-year-old did his freshman year in college and look at it and be like, oh well, he didn't make anybody better. Yeah, I'm aware Ben Simmons, didn't lead the LSU to the tournament. Doesn't mean he didn't make teams better. That you're forced to play within a system in college. Like no 18-year-old is just turned loose by his coach and says, "Here, you go dominate, and we run everything through you, and you do you."
Yeah.
You're forced to play within a system. Calipari has 6 high school All-Americans every damn year at Kentucky. They still play within the system he puts them in. So to sit here and look at a guy like Tatum, like coming into the league, we were like, oh well, he didn't, he looked good. He looked smooth with a jump shot and stuff like that at Duke, but you didn't see, I guess, the argument was, how athletic is he? Maybe he looked limited athletically at Duke. No, maybe they just didn't turn him loose and let him do what he can do to the level he's capable of doing it, because now he's throwing down dunks. He's already had 3 dunks in the Summer League for Boston.
His first dunk was
3 dunks in the Summer League for Boston that looked more athletic than anything he did at Duke in 1 year. So that's kind of my point. Like, you can't look at what somebody did in college and take it, take it for everything, because guys are forced to play within a system and are limited at times because it's just the way it works. This is how it's going to work. You're playing within the system because you're still an 18-year-old kid. But Markelle Fultz playing within the system at Washington scored 23, 6, and 6. So
in 26 minutes.
At Washington, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. So, whether he played within a system, whether you just let him do his own thing, those are pretty damn good numbers.
Yeah.
I really don't, I think it's a stupid argument, but that just tells you, like what we were talking about a couple weeks ago. It supports it. In college, you're going to be limited. You're going to be forced to do things the way that your coach tells you to.
And then once the pros come, that's when you're.
Then you get to the next level, and you start seeing what type of athlete, what type of player somebody really is. Because the NBA is full of top-notch athletes, and
Yeah.
the NBA at this point is a lot of running up and down the court, up-tempo basketball.
Yeah.
The Warriors have kind of turned it in that direction, and now everybody else has kind of got to do the same thing. So it's just dumb.
You know who has been also really intriguing to watch is that Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, from
guard
Utah.
from
Yeah.
Utah, yeah. He put Jason Tatum in the blender yesterday. You see that highlight?
I didn't. I don't.
I've
nobody's
caught bits
watching
and-
Utah. Gordon Hayward left, so nobody's watching.
I've caught
Utah's
bits and
irrelevant.
pieces of the Utah Boston
Now,
game.
what the hell is that whole thing, that sign and trade now?
All right. So what the thing is that once I think when Gordon Hayward announced, I think it's just to clear up cap space. That part of the deal is going to be
With Boston, right?
with Boston. Yes.
So I think it's like Crowder they're sending over.
It's Jay Crowder that they're going to send over, and also earlier this week with Kelly Olynyk, that also probably played a significant role in how the Celtics acquired Gordon Hayward.
See,
in
now
free
that
agency.
Celtics are finalizing a trade right now to send Avery Bradley to the Pistons for Marcus Morris.
Oh, jeez.
You're giving up one of your best defensive,
Wow.
one of your best premier.
for a
Yeah.
scrub at best. Jeez. Wait, it's Marcus, not Markeith, right?
Yeah, it's Marcus.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Remember, everybody made a big deal about the Morris twins, like they should play together.
Yeah, and they did for the
Yeah,
2 years
yeah,
for Phoenix.
For Phoenix,
and then I think Markeith went
yeah, they traded.
ballistic that one game.
Yeah,
and then they traded him.
yeah, they traded him, and then like the other twins, like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, because they played at Kansas
Yeah.
together, and I think they were drafted together too.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
Oh, they weren't.
They weren't. I think they were like drafted back to back, I believe. And like I remember watching the draft when they were both taken, and their mother was like, "No, they should play together. They should play together." Psych.
And then Phoenix took that, and there you
Yeah.
go. Good job.
Jeez.
Phoenix doing Phoenix things too.
Yeah.
I want to see how Josh Jackson does too.
Oh yeah.
They haven't played their summer league yet.
Especially with the young core. I know with Devin Booker, or
Dragon Bender too.
Dragan Bender. Jeez, I completely forgot Bender was even on that team.
I know how irrelevant he is.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Phoenix is like that small market LA.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's LA without the pressure. I get
Yeah.
to go here
Right.
and live in paradise. It's absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's just no pressure.
Nobody cares if you win 10 games a year.
Yeah. Same amount of people are going to care whether we win 10 games or 50. So,
Yeah.
hey, knock yourself out.
I'm just waiting for the moment for the Phoenix Suns where their entire rosters only consists of Kentucky Wildcats players, because that's what it's looking like right now,
Yeah.
where it's becoming like the professional Kentucky Wildcats team. But
Because they trade Eric Bledsoe, right? Or do they still have him?
Eric Bledsoe?
I think Eric Bledsoe's still there, and he was a Wildcat as well.
I think he's still with the team. I believe Eric Bledsoe.
I can't. And
He's still with the Suns. Yeah.
and to get off topic a little bit, I can't believe Tim Hardaway got that much money yesterday.
With the
4
with the-
years,
with the Knicks.
$71 million.
Jeez, he's not.
What
worth
has he done
71.
so far?
Nothing.
He made more money than his father did in
Yeah.
his 4 year
That's
4
rid-
years so
That's
far.
ridiculous. Unbelievable.
But yeah,
But-
Markel Fultz
that's-
has been looking pretty good though.
That's the money, though. That's the money in basketball now. How about Gordon Hayward taking forever to make a decision to go to Boston?
Yeah, the report came out that he went to Boston, and his agent's like, no.
Yeah, he's apparently torn up over the decision, taking forever to decide.
Right.
We all know where you're going.
And it took
Gordon.
so long. He was so torn up about it. He wrote a 2,100 word.
on the Players
Yeah, he
Tribune.
wrote a 2,100 word essay about it. He must have put a lot of thought into it.
He did.
But let's be honest. There was like no decision that needed to be made here. The Celtics, the Jazz. The Celtics, the Jazz.
Yeah.
Boston or Utah.
Rings or no rings?
A city
Russell,
like
Malone.
Boston,
Yeah.
or this weirdo city of Salt Lake City where there's nothing but Mormons.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Jimmer Fredette.
No, Jimmer Fredette's killing it now in China or whatever.
Isn't he? I think he's like with the Shanghai Sharks or something.
Yeah, all I know is he
was
averaged like 40
originally-
a game last
He
year.
was originally called the Steph Curry of the D League.
He's having like 50-point games and shit out in
I
China,
know.
Jimmer Fredette.
Jimmer,
He goes
Jimmer,
to the
Jimmer.
next and does nothing.
Yeah, come on. Let's not act like this was a comp. Like this
You
was
want to talk
really,
about an overhyped player coming into the league?
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
he couldn't play no defense, and this is how we get his fans. I feel like being real today. I'm not holding nothing back. Fans get all excited about the white boy.
Yeah.
Like the white boy's he's got to be the next big thing. We're looking for the white boy, and as a white person, we root for the white person coming into the league to succeed.
It's like looking for the next European to be the next Nowitzki. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's
right.
You know, it's like when we all got excited over Doug McDermott, Dougie Buckets, Dougie
Dougie
McBuckets.
McBuckets.
Oh, stop it,
Yeah.
Dougie McAsshole. That's what he is. Okay,
See where the Bulls where is he at now?
Dougie McAss cheeks.
Bulls overhyped that, huh?
Ugh.
No, we overhyped that. That was us.
We're to blame.
We sat here
You're right.
on this radio station
You should have been undrafted.
overhyping this guy for the Sixers, talking about how happy we would be if we drafted the guy at 10. Dougie McBuckets.
But we drafted a nice
You should have been drafted.
Croatian guy by the
Undrafted,
name of
though.
Dario
We're not going to
Saric.
find Larry Bird. It's just not going to
Yeah.
happen. Gordon Hayward's probably
The
like
80s are
closest thing. You know, White Chocolate got injured, okay? Like, that was, you know.
Did you see that? The big three?
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
people are talking shit about the big three. I actually kind of like it.
I enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
kind of like it. Like, I mean, you know.
I was a bit worried about it at first, but
Well, what did people like? That's what I don't understand. Like, did people expect it? Like, people like, oh, well, this basketball sucks. Like, they're all 40 years old.
I know.
Did you
Yeah.
expect it
They
to be
go
the
to the
second
park.
coming of the
Right.
NBA?
They go into a park and have a pickup game.
Like,
with
what did you
50-year-olds.
expect?
Yeah.
You had to take it with what it was going to be. Like, people get all worked up about things. Well, this basketball sucks. Well, but like, what did you expect it to be? Like,
It's
I
3-on-3
expected it
basketball.
to be 3-on-3 basketball amongst a bunch of 40-year-olds. I wasn't expecting the quality.
What do you think? Chauncey
to be
Billups
out of
going to
the
do a
park.
between the leg dunk or something
You know, I
like
wasn't
that?
expecting. I wasn't, expecting the quality to be out of the park.
Yeah.
I was just, it's a cool concept.
I like
The,
it.
NBA's over. The NHL's over. NFL hadn't started up yet.
Softball's
The Phillies
over.
suck. Okay.
Phillies are
and
awful.
baseball only matters in like 15 markets in the country
Yeah. Right.
anyway. So like, who cares? It's not a bad concept.
Not.
It's similar to what the XFL did, except they seem to have like a lot more of a financial backing and stability, going forward with this
right.
than the XFL did.
Jeez.
That's all. I mean, the XFL actually had
XFL.
financial
The
backing. The problem was
XFL.
they didn't have other support. They
I
had the
can't-
financial backing.
I can't believe you brought up the XFL.
they
for
got the
first
shaft.
time.
Let's be honest, though. Think of some of the ideas the
deserve the
XFL.
shaft.
Think of some of the ideas the XFL came up with that is now being used in the NFL.
The sky
Like, don't act
cam?
like they're not. There's multiple ideas. It's not just the sky cam.
The Sky Cam is probably the greatest achievement.
Well,
from
that's the
XFL.
biggest one. But there's multiple things that were taken from the XFL that are now being used by the NFL. And Jerry Jones will openly talk about it.
Like what? What's some of the things?
Well, when you look at the broadcast, go back and watch like the XFL and some of the games and the way they were broadcasted and some of the broadcast methods that NBC was using in 2001. It was out of this world for that time. Like, it was so ahead of their time. Some of the stuff they were doing from a production standpoint. And later, and he mentioned, he mentioned the Skycam. Later there was multiple things that was taken by the NFL from the XFL that was initially an idea was come up with by NBC and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Jerry Jones talked about it. ESPN did a 30 for 30 on it. Jerry Jones talked
was it?
about it.
That was a great one.
It was. And Jerry Jones talked about how the NFL took some of these ideas from what the XFL did and have now incorporated it into their own broadcast and production methods and how it's helped. Part of what made the XFL go downhill was that there was an internal struggle. Vince McMahon had the backing for it. He was a billionaire. The money was there.
He had Rich Eisen.
He was
backing him up.
he was really good friends with the guy who ran.
Rich Eisen. Eisen.
It's not Rich Eisen's the guy that was part of the NFL Network that used to cover the NFL.
What wasn't he
That's
part?
Dick, Dick
Dick Ebersol.
Dick Ebersol. Dick
Not
Ebersol ran NBC,
Uh-huh.
and he was really good friends with Vince McMahon, who owned the WWF at that time. They had a relationship through NBC Universal owning the USA Network, which is what wrestling was broadcasted on. but there became a power struggle. Initially, they were on board with the idea, but Vince wanted to do it one way. Dick wanted to do it his way.
NBC wanted it that way.
NBC wanted to be done a completely different way. They could never come to an agreement on how we should do it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's why it ended up exploding and blowing up in everybody's face, because nobody could ever get on the same page with things. But the money was there, and there
Yeah.
wasn't bad concepts involved with the league.
It was just poorly executed
Well,
in my
right,
honest
and that's what
opinion.
when you have 3 different parties involved with running the day-to-day
Right.
operations of it, and none of them are seeing eye to eye on how it should be done.
It's going to blow up in
That's
your
what's
face.
going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to be successful. But there wasn't bad ideas involved with it. This is a good concept with the big
Right.
3. I think obviously you've got Ice Cube, you've got players like Allen Iverson who are involved with it. It's
Who plays 4 minutes a game.
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter. It's the star power that you're
Yeah.
bringing into it.
I'm telling you this, they sell that place out, though.
Oh yeah,
Which
yeah,
that,
they do a
that's-
great job.
That
with
tells you
selling it out.
everything you need to know with
Yeah.
it. So it's being sold out.
Because I think in one day you get like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah,
Right,
you get
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
I
People
was
are
watching
digging
an
the
entire broadcast
concept,
of them. They
you
play
know,
like 5 games.
It's selling out, and
yeah.
people are going to look for some reason to try to shoot it down. Oh, well, the quality of it stinks. What was the
It's-
quality supposed to be? Was it supposed to be a third professional league? No. It's not what it was supposed
was
to be.
never intended
It was
to be
supposed to be a
professional.
neat concept that's kind of a novelty league that has a
Yeah.
bunch of former
Yeah.
NBA players that we all enjoyed watching at some point or another that we now are going to get to enjoy to watch again.
What it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be like an alternate,
Right,
alternative.
it's an alternate
to
league.
like other things that are going on in the
Right.
NBA offseason, like the Drew League. You have the Rumpf Classic over in Philadelphia.
It's an alternative
It's-
league. It's a 3-on-3
Yeah,
professional
right.
league that's not supposed to be anything more than what it really is. Nobody's trying to, it's not like when Donald Trump created the USFL and all of a sudden wanted to turn it into an NFL's rival.
No, he
not
bought
what
the
this is.
USFL.
Well, great. And then his whole point of the USFL was supposed to be the only way this will work is if we move to the fall and we compete head-to-head with the NFL. And he was the only owner that felt that way. None of the other owners felt that
Right.
way. So that never happened, and they blew up. This is
Yeah.
not supposed to be a competitor to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be an alternative league.
I think
a
it's
neat
good,
concept.
too.
Let it be
I mean,
what
what
it
the
is.
hell is
Right.
I mean, in the Philadelphia area, what the hell else is on? The Phillies stink.
Let it be what it is. See, this is the problem, like, with the way we are in society nowadays. We're too sensitive about things. We always got to find things to get worked up about too quickly, things to hate on.
I think everybody wants to see like Chauncey Billups puts it between his legs for a dunk. I think that's what their expectation is.
People look for things to be bothered by now. Like, instead of just letting things be what they are, they've got to be bothered by it. Well, the league sucks. Why should I like it when the quality stinks and all these players are 40 and they look old and slow and none of them are athletic anymore? Why should I like it? Because it's just another thing to be a fan of. It's just
Yeah.
another thing to like. Why do you got to be a consistent cynic hater about everything? As sports fans, that's what we do now about everything. I spent the past 2 days arguing with them on Twitter. Okay? Fans are cynic. We've got to hate about everything. And you know what the worst part about what we do now as sports fans nowadays? We cannot ever put ourselves in an athlete's shoes and try to look at something from their perspective.
Yeah.
Instead of putting ourselves in an athlete's shoes and looking at it from their perspective, and maybe then we take a completely different understanding to something that's going on.
We jumped the gun.
We don't ever do that. We've got to find something, oh, well, he said this or he did that. Well, now I've got to not like you and completely destroy you because I'm an idiot and I have no clue what the hell I'm talking about, but let me make it seem like I do.
Yeah.
That's what we do as sports fans. We don't dig deep into the, we look at something on the surface and we take it for what it is rather than digging deeper and actually doing research to try to find out, and get to the bottom of the whole situation and find out what the real story is. And then we wonder why athletes hate us as fans and think
Yeah.
we're a bunch of jackasses. Because we don't give them the benefit of the doubt.
How to be a bad fan 1-on-1.
There's been
be a hater.
Yeah, how to be a hater 101. There
Yeah.
you go. How to be a sports hater 101. There's literally been 2 broadcasts of this Big 3 basketball. 2.
Yeah, and people hate it over it.
And people are,
Right.
oh, I can't stand this. This is like I want to punch these people in the face.
Yeah.
They are the most they're the most annoying sports fans. They call themselves sports fans, but they're really not. You're just an
Right.
annoying hater. You're a cynic. And there's too many of them in today's world.
Yeah.
I think we should
Jeez.
take. You know what I think we should do? We should take their fan card. You're no longer
Their
allowed to be a
fanhood.
sports
Oh,
fan.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take your fan card. Give me that fan card. Give me it. You see it? You see the fan card? You see it? You see it, Ralph? We're taking it. Here, take it.
What
Hide
is
it.
that?
I don't know. I just found it, but it's
take this.
it's our analogy for the day. We're taking your fan card, and you're not allowed to be a fan until you learn how to appreciate this a little bit better.
Jesus.
How about that? Am I wrong, though? We know
You're
I'm
not
right.
wrong.
Right?
You're not wrong. It also applies to a bunch of other things as well. So it's
Well,
Yeah, it
it,
kinda
apply,
goes
it
hand in
applies to the entire sports landscape in general. This is what we do.
I mean, it also applies to sports. I mean, it could also apply to the entertainment.
There's a lot of
industry.
haters out there.
Right.
There's a lot of haters that will just find the littlest thing to bitch and
This is
complain
yeah.
about.
This has always kind of been the way with fans, but it's this way now more than ever. Fans want athletes to give an inch so that we can take a mile.
Right.
That's what we do as fans now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, we get mad. Like we get so mad that athletes, some athletes don't even have social media accounts because
Yeah.
and then this guy. Well, why do you think they don't have a social media account? Because they're
They don't hear
tired.
your hate
They're
ass.
tired of us as idiots
Yeah.
who have no clue how it works, who come here and work a 9-to-5 job in construction and then want to criticize an athlete when we have no clue what goes on in the day-to-day, everyday life of a professional athlete. And God forbid we take 2 minutes to try to put ourselves in their shoes
Yep.
and look at it from their perspective.
Well, all the haters got a voice now since Twitter and Facebook is all out there.
And what happens?
They get
All you
keyboard
see-
happy.
All you see on Twitter. That's all you see on Twitter and
Yeah.
Facebook. There's like all you see on social media is the haters.
Yeah.
And they're the first people to bash or destroy athletes about something, and then wonder why athletes don't, athletes either delete their social media account or won't comment on somebody's, post on social media. Or when they see you, or when you see them, I'll put it this way, if you see them as a fan and you try to start a conversation with them, they don't want to start a conversation or have a conversation. The athlete doesn't want to shake your hand. He doesn't want to sign autographs or take pictures. And then we sit there, this guy doesn't sign autographs or take pictures. That's because all you guys do
Right.
is scrutinize the guy's life.
Yeah, bitch and complain about it, too.
Ice Cube comes up with this phenomenal concept for the Big 3 League, gets a bunch of former players on board with it. There's been 2 episodes of it, and all anybody wants to do is sit here and scrutinize it.
That's what haters do, Zach.
We want our athletes to be, we want them to be open and
I think
and
the
be
Big
honest
Three's
with
great.
us. It's fun. It's a great
It's great.
concept.
Yeah.
It's something it's another sport. It's another sport league or sports or whatever to get on board with and be a fan of.
It's like
That's
what
all it
it's like
is.
what Frank was saying. It's like a Drew league.
Yeah, it's like a Drew League.
Yeah.
It's like all the little tournaments. What's the other one? What's the other big tournament that they have in the off season? I'm trying to the Money League. That was the other one.
Yeah. Sometimes that's on
yeah.
ESPN
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
But you have to take a look at the alternative. If you don't like if you don't like the product, don't bitch and complain about it. Just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Let ratings take effect. I don't know. I'm not saying don't watch the Big 3. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It was a very pleasant sight to see.
I
some
like
of the
watching Mike
stars.
Bibby hit the 4-point
Yeah,
four-point
but
shot.
Bibby and AI and White Chocolate.
White
going
Chocolate
at
blew his knee apart. Anybody see that?
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
about
Since
that.
6 to
I
8
didn't
months,
see
he
that.
blew his knee up.
What did he do with it? Did he tear any tore
That's
ligaments?
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
he blew the ligaments apart or whatever.
Jesus.
That's what happens when you're 40. You haven't played basketball professionally,
And you
in
try
three-
to do a hop
Right.
spet and
Right.
But see, but like this, but this is like this is part of my point when I talk about how we are as fans and how ungrateful we are. We want our athletes to be open and honest and actually, and then the minute they're open and honest, all we do is destroy them.
Yeah.
He makes millions of dollars. He shouldn't say so because he makes millions of dollars. He's got to be politically correct at all times, and he can't be honest about things. See what I mean? They give us an inch and we take a mile. As athletes give us fans an inch, and then as fans we take a mile. It's like that's how it works, right? Is
Yeah.
that a good analogy?
It is a great analogy.
That's how it works. And then we get mad if they get upset about us exploiting them. As soon as they give us an inch and we take a mile, we get mad as fans and athletes for getting mad at us.
Like you were
Ain't
saying,
that a bitch?
Like you were saying when you were fighting with those fans, and your driver said something. There's 140 characters.
Yeah,
on
well,
Twitter.
they're NASCAR fans, and that's why I argue with them because it's easy for me to make them look stupid. They're
Yeah.
NASCAR fans. I don't argue like this with
Well,
other
a
things.
lot of people take stuff out of
Well,
complexion
I
too.
love that, and that's a big thing with social media nowadays. Is you'll see an athlete put a tweet out there. It's 140 characters.
Yeah.
Like we've all struggled to condense our thoughts into a single tweet with only having 140 characters, and we'll see one tweet from an athlete that's 140 characters, and we destroy the guy.
Yeah.
Or we completely take it out of context. Well, this is what he said. Yeah, but you're not in his head. We don't know what this guy said.
Yeah.
As athletes, we don't put or as fans, we don't put ourselves in the athlete's shoes enough. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need to do as fans.
Like we weren't there in his head in that
Put
moment.
yourself
yeah.
in an athlete's shoes whenever situations like this happen, and we'd look at things from a different perspective at times. But instead, we put our fan blinders on.
Yeah.
And then
Gotta put the blinders up.
Yeah,
Lock the
exactly.
windows.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes as fans, we're completely guilty of this.
Yeah.
And this is one of those situations. I can't tell you how much negative feedback I've seen. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I've seen any positive feedback really on social media about the Big Three leagues. All anybody's wanted to do is destroy
Right.
it.
Whatever.
I don't know. People find something to complain
So
about.
the summer league that you got going on, it's kind of fun because it's going on at the same time right now
Right.
as the Big Three league.
Oh yeah.
And, my question was, the question we were coming into the show with today is, which one's more exciting to you? You've got the Big Three, you've got the Summer League, we've got Eagles training camp coming up, and to be cute and funny, I put the end of the Philly season. Which one are you most excited for? NBA Summer League, Big Three, Eagles training camp, end of Philly season. Which one? Would you? We're probably going to get quite a few people saying they're most excited for the end of the Philly season.
Well,
because there's a lot of
Probably.
smart asses
well,
out there.
taking a look at the comments on Facebook, the response has been overwhelmingly Eagles so far.
Really?
They've been excited
of
for
course.
Eagles training camp.
See, that's how this is going to work.
Right.
Because we're always going to be a football city before anything else.
Right. But I guess I don't know. I don't know why everybody's saying Eagles right now. I'm like that little Mexican girl in the taco commercials. Why not both? So it's like
At this point, I'm more
Yeah.
excited for the summer league.
right.
Just because I like watching all the rookies and
Yeah.
the second year guys
and
coming in and play.
and basically trying to figure out who's going to compete for whatever is left of those roster spots.
Yeah.
I mean, I know with the
How about my
Sixers-
boy Brent Forbes dropping 40
Brent
the other
Forbes.
night, even though it's summer league. But
Right.
This
whatever.
guy probably won't even make an NBA roster.
No, he'll make the Spurs. He'll make the Spurs.
Or he'll probably start off with like the Austin Spurs over in the
Yeah.
G League
dropping
or something.
dropping.
It's
40.
called the G League now.
Yeah, because
G League.
because
That's
sponsored by
phenomenal. Yeah.
Gatorade.
The G League. Oh, style. I don't care what it's sponsored by. The G League.
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of been making that joke about the NBA forever that it's the G League, right? So,
What kind? What the?
that went right over his head.
I'm
How many basketball players are consistently getting arrested and in trouble with the law and stupid shit like that? The G League.
oh
Well, the
We've
Dallas
got-
Cowboys were in the NBA.
Like we used
Oh,
to we used to call it
Jesus.
the Portland Jailblazers.
oh yeah I remember the Jailblazers.
Yeah, the Portland Jailblazers with Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed
and
Wallace.
Who
they-
else was on that team?
The only other player I remember from that Jailblazers era was what's his name? Sabonis. Arvydas Sabonis was like he was like at the end of his career and he's watching the Jailblazers happen. I'm like I'm done with this team. I'm done. That's basically why he retired because of the Jailblazers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you see my point though. Like the Jailblazers, like we've made the joke that it's the G League for a while.
Jeez.
That's awesome though. I
Yeah.
didn't know it. It changed. See the Gatorade League,
The Gatorade League, yeah, basically
the NBA.
The Delaware 87ers.
Yeah, they.
the sevens.
They had to make some money off of it. So
Yeah,
instead of the
you know.
developmental league, it's become the Gatorade
The
League.
Gatorade League. Ugh. That's
Yeah, so the
something.
Pistons are sending Marcus Morris to Boston for Avery Bradley and a 2019 second round pick.
Jeez.
They've just that's like Detroit gets a steal there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell's Danny Ainge doing?
Why don't we sell a bag of basketballs?
I don't even know what's
In the
going
process.
on in this league anymore right at this point with all these
Danny Ainge
trades.
is so overrated.
You think so?
Well, look at these trades that he made. I mean, you look what Paul George went to Oklahoma City for. You're telling me Boston couldn't have got him?
Yeah.
If Danny Ainge
Yeah,
wanted him,
and you
Danny
al- and
Ainge
you also
could have
throw
gotten
it-
him.
And also with the Jimmy Butler rumors and what was the
And
what
then
was,
he went to Minnesota.
then there was like the other rumor involving Kristaps Porzingis.
That fell through.
Yeah, that'd be something.
What are you most excited for? NBA Summer League, Eagles training camp, the end of the Phillies season. Talking about the continuing hype that's growing around Markelle Fultz as Summer League continues. I know Lakers Summer League gets underway tonight, so you're going to be excited to watch Lonzo. I hope he blows out his knee.
Brandon Ingram's playing too. Josh Hart's playing.
First half of the game, he's going to touch the ball coming across half court and blow out his knee like that bitch at the Wimbledon tournament.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
I don't want to know.
I feel so bad. She blew out, the American girl blew out her knee.
Oh.
Was screaming in pain,
Ew.
yelling obscenities and shit as they were waiting.
Oh.
And it took her opponent climbed over the net and came to check on her.
Right.
And it took like another 5 minutes before medical staff even got to her.
I'll probably check that out while we're at the break.
That was terrible.
And hopefully,
Stupid medical staff.
I'll be keeping my.
They're over in
breakfast.
England too.
Yeah, well, see, that's what happens when you have a healthcare system like they do out there.
Yeah.
You know?
You got a broken leg, you got to wait 7
Everybody
months to pop
waits
it
in
back
line.
in.
Exactly. That's what happens. This is the rundown. A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Go to 703 on the Black Horse Pike, Glendora, New Jersey, 856-939-2030. Email sportsoutletnj at comcast.net. Visit the website sportsoutletinc.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj at comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Get your skills in shape, then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard.
This is the Rundown at 2dradio.com. Brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill. Give them a call at 856-889-3434. Visit their website, scanzanosports.com. We're talking NBA Summer League. We're talking Eagles training camp that starts up here in a couple weeks. Looking forward to the end of the Philly season.
Yeah,
definitely.
hopefully.
Ooh, jeez.
That can't get
What is
here.
this, July now? So we got
Yeah.
two more months.
We're not even at the All-Star break yet.
Yeah, 2 more months. You going to be watching the All-Star game?
Probably. What else am I going to watch?
You got in the home run derby, Frank.
I got to go with Aaron.
Yeah, I think
Aaron
he's going to put
Judge.
on a show.
Yeah. He's probably the most interesting player right now to watch because he's going to break what was it, Joe DiMaggio's rookie record for home runs.
And he's one more.
Oh, gee. And we're not even at the All-Star break, and he needs one more to pass
Yeah.
Jolton Joe. That's something.
I think DiMaggio did it in 141 games,
Yeah.
if I'm mistaken.
Could he challenge McGuire's American League rookie record, or the Major League rookie record, I should say?
How much is that?
49?
I mean, if he hits one more, that's 30.
yeah,
And then he's got 2 more months to go.
I mean, barring any injuries, it's
It's looking pretty good.
he's well on pace.
Very few
to-
guys hit 50 home runs, and no rookies ever hit 50
Yeah.
home runs.
Yeah.
But
Unless
He's
unless
on
you're
pace.
playing like the show on super easy mode and you're having your
Yeah.
characters on like set your power to 99 or something. But other than that, that's seeing something like that. I mean, I haven't been really watching the Yankees. I haven't been really following up on some of my other MLB, but hearing what's going on with Aaron Judge right now, he's going to be something special for this Yankees team.
Yeah.
in
They
years.
always find the gems, man.
Yeah.
Always find the gems. Like you're saying, he was a 32nd pick in the first round.
And he was very fascinating. Like I remember people were making a big deal with him when he was in a Double-A up in Trenton. Yeah, I'm just like thinking about it. It's like, I mean, if this guy stays with the Yankees for 20-something odd years, you be prepared to see a couple
More World Series champions.
rings on his finger. More. Another reason for Yankees fans to say, "Oh, we have 31 rings. Haha, we have more rings than all of you. Go Yankees!" But yeah, he'll probably break somebody's home run record.
I think he's got a shot at breaking it.
Yeah,
He's only if he hits one before the All-Star break, he's got 21. He's got 20 more to go.
20 more to go. I mean,
If he can hit 30 before the All-Star
Right.
break, you can do it again. So
and the fact that he's still considered a rookie, I mean, if he keeps putting up that pace, he could probably break Barry Bonds' asterisk home run record within like 15 years or something.
yeah,
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
know.
That's
he might
Yeah.
be better than Jeter.
mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Yeah.
It's now the Zach Burr show for the rest of the day.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. We'll be talking about my Twitter timeline for the past
Yeah.
2 days.
Talk-
and all the
talk
Yeah,
other-
you're
about-
stressing over
T-
this.
yeah, you're like,
He's stressing.
yeah.
I've had nothing better to do. I had to wait for responses yesterday from Maddie in this one about when I was going to get, who was going to produce
Well, I have
my
like
show. So.
job prospects going on, so it's
Yeah,
like
you know what it is? I just I can't as a sports fan, I guess I can't stand stupid sports fans that give us educated sports fans bad names.
Yeah.
So I don't like it when uneducated dumbass sports fans give the rest of us a bad name by being stupid, and that's I've got to call those people out.
I hate stupid people.
And then I like arguing with people too much. I can't let it go, and I end up spending the whole day. I spent
Yeah.
from 8 a.m. yesterday morning until 10:30 last night arguing with
Jesus.
people on Twitter.
Don't they
Yeah.
give up?
Well,
Just
yeah,
stop.
The
I don't-
NASCAR
I
fans,
don't
man.
give up. There's always more of them to argue with. I don't give up.
Well, yeah. But
So what are you excited for? Summer League, Eagles training camp,
Well,
Phillies being over.
yeah, I'm not
Oh,
excited for that. I'm just
wrong.
praying for that to end. I'm really excited about the summer league at the moment. I mean, I think you look at everything about this team. Obviously, the Eagles are going to be the biggest thing going on in this city once football season gets started, because that's the way it always works. But the Sixers are not far behind. This is the most excited this fan base in this city has been excited about basketball since AI was here.
Oh yeah.
They are fired up.
Yeah.
They've set the record for the season tickets
Yeah.
already.
14,000.
Impressive.
This is a big deal, and it's exciting to finally have basketball and good basketball back in this city.
Right.
It's been too long without having anything to look forward to basketball wise. I forgot how much I liked watching basketball. That's how long it's been since the
Right.
Sixers were good. I forgot how much I liked watching them when they were good.
When you guys had Andre Iguodala. And you
No,
guys
that's not when we were good. That's
yeah, you guys
no.
were good back then.
When we had Andre Iguodala, they were average, and we were a 7 seed that
Every year for the past.
went to the
4 years.
playoffs each year.
The-
Andre
the
Iguodala was
upsetting
considered our
Chicago.
superstar.
Yeah.
He was our best player.
Andre
Yeah, that's
Iguodala,
terrible.
Drew Holiday, Jason Richardson.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Andrew Bynum stole money from you guys.
Oh, yeah, remember how exciting that was supposed to be? We signed Bynum, and all of a sudden, the hype train, it was full steam ahead.
Then Bowling came along and
Then bowling.
Oh,
You know
there
what?
goes the
You know what?
knee.
Fuck that guy. Fuck Andrew Bynum.
$17 million right out of your freaking
Fuck
pockets.
him. I hope you
Yeah,
blow
he injured his knee bowling. Remember that?
No, he injured his knee long before that. He just couldn't stop re-injuring it.
I hope
Yeah, but then he went bowling and re-injured
diabetes
it.
gets his legs and doesn't walk
His
again.
knee,
It's all right.
he could have went and sat, in his chair at his house and got up and walked to the fridge for, a beer, and he would have blown his knee out
Yeah,
probably at
probably.
some point.
Jeez.
This dude could have sat there and kept score at the bowling tournament and wouldn't even needed the
Yeah.
bowl. He would have blown his shit out.
Lifts up a pencil, blows out his knee.
That's he had a chronic knee problem.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Bends over to tie his bowling shoe and he blew it out.
Probably. Probably got his
Probably
foot
like
stuck in the
it's
gutter.
probably
and
like
blew
the
his knee out.
weirdest sports injuries, like injuring your knee while
Well,
bowling.
My
tearing your
brother
ligament
tore his
plate.
ACL swimming.
Who did?
How do you
My brother tore his ACL
how do you tear
swimming.
your ACL swimming?
Because he's a klutz.
How?
I don't know.
How do you tear it
'Cause he's
swimming?
clumsy. Because he went to push off the wall, and he pushed off the wall, and his body turned, but his leg didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
But, I mean, you're
Ugh.
still an unathletic person. I've never seen that happen before. And
that never
Ever.
happened.
how many times, it's not like you see that happen in professional swimming constantly.
Yeah.
no, that never happened. If like the most common injury would probably be like bumping your head on the wall. That's probably it.
Smacking your head on the diving board.
Ugh. Or false starts. That's the only other thing I could think of for swimming.
yeah, I know.
Because like false start, you're disqualified. Oop.
Swallowing water and choking on it. Dying because you choked on the pool water.
Mid-stride.
Yeah.
Mid-stride.
Oh, crap. Got water in my lungs now.
Oop.
See, Michael Phelps wants to race a shark.
Michael Phelps wants to do anything for
I think he was high when he
attention.
said that.
Probably. I would be.
He
You
was probably smoking.
I'd be high as I raced the shark. Who are we kidding?
He was when he came up with that idea. He was probably smoking a doobie with Boomer or something.
Probably.
Yeah, getting the baby to smoke a joint or two. So
No.
it's like, hey, Boomer, let's you have a shark on your
You're not
onesie.
funny.
You shut up.
You're not funny.
Shut up, whore.
That's not
just
funny
called you a
either. What? You should mute yourself, really.
No.
Oh my
Called
God.
you a whore.
Jesus.
You're a man whore.
Yeah, apparently. What are you talking about over there? Keep sipping on your Kickstart
I'm
Yeah,
talking.
is that thing good?
and let the professionals
It's not that
do what
bad.
they do.
Should have traded for Bradley. That's what Jacob Bloss said. But while we were talking about
We
the
should have
Avery-
traded for Avery Bradley.
right.
Who are we going to trade for Avery Bradley?
Ben Simmons.
Stay off the weed.
There you go.
You're using your papers not for writing on,
Yeah.
but for rolling doobies.
Oh jeez. I'm calling the man by the river.
Could be doing plenty of doobie rolling. When you're living in the basement at your mom's house. In your case, Ralph.
But yeah,
What is Grandma Delavecchio excited for? What do you think she's most excited for? Summer League, the Eagles season?
Probably for the Philly season to get over.
For the Philly season to get over?
Yeah.
She's going to be one of them smart asses answering with the end of the
Probably.
Philly season?
Yeah.
oh my god.
There's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of them.
2 more months.
Probably.
There's going to be plenty of smart asses that
Two more
decide to go
months.
in that
2
direction.
more months
Yeah.
and the first pick in the draft again.
I'll take it. I'll take the first pick in the draft. Then I don't know.
I feel like the freaking Washington Nationals, man. This sucks. You know, remember how bad the Nationals used to be?
Yeah,
Like,
but
I mean, they were like,
you know, now the
atrocious.
Nationals are World Series contenders, and
Well, if
Right.
they can get out
I
of the
feel like
first
how
round.
we used to be multiple times
If they
throughout
can
my
get out
life.
of the if they can get out of the NLDS.
I feel like the Phillies I feel like how I felt multiple times throughout my life. Like the Phillies sucked in multiple time periods throughout my life. The late '90s, we were atrocious.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like it's that I feel no better than I did then. Like it's just as bad as it was in those times.
or be a Clippers fan.
Oh my God.
You could be all 2 of them and
Sign as many injury-prone players as
Yeah.
we can.
draft horribly.
Give Blake Griffin all the money he wants.
Have a racist owner. Give it to a guy who runs Microsoft.
I don't
Frank
know.
just
I
comes
don't,
out
I
of
know.
left
I don't.
field.
Yeah, I know. Really, like his shit is so out of nowhere.
Frank
know.
misses the cutoff man.
Yeah. Yeah. Frank's the dude that throws. You know, it's like that scene from Benchwarmers where he throws the ball from the outfield and it hits the dude in the stands and the bleachers in the head. Like that's Frank.
Frank's out there playing with
Frank's
the
not
butterfly.
only missing the cutoff man.
Frank's playing with the butterfly. in his glove.
He said chasing the butterfly. Yeah. Frank's not only missing the cutoff man, he's just
fucking
not even
love it.
close.
I fucking hate butterflies.
He's not even in the area. Like he's airmailing it and taking out somebody in the front row of the bleachers.
And he's eating sunscreen on the bench.
Yeah, he's. We gotta tie the. Yeah, you gotta tape the bat to his hands.
Yeah.
That's Frank's type of. Well, I've seen Frank swing. He'd probably be better off with it taped to his hands.
Really?
Let me
Yeah,
take,
Frank was terrible
let
at
me-
baseball.
Let me take a look at the newspaper real quick. Oh, look, it's my favorite newspaper, the Go Fuck Yourself Gazette.
Frank's out there, man, today.
Yeah, he's sleep
I'm
deprived.
tired.
Yeah, he's
I'm
sleep
tired, damn
deprived.
it.
Needs.
What time you go to bed last night, Frank?
4.
See, I can't do that.
Because I just could not sleep. This whole Independence Day weekend's been throwing me off.
What you do over the weekend?
I was out in Hershey
Really?
helping out with some fine folks over at the.
What'd you do for the 4th of July? Huh, Zach?
What did I do for the 4th of July? I
Yeah.
thought you were asking, sleep deprived guy over here. I thought you were asking Sleepy,
Nah.
the Seven Dwarfs.
So what you do for the 4th of July?
What you
I
do
went
for
to the
Fourth?
Trenton Thunder game and
Oh,
watched
yeah,
them
how
play
was that?
Reading.
How
Oh,
was that?
Thanks, I wasn't.
Did you watch
invited.
No,
Vince
you weren't
Velasquez?
invited.
Nobody invited.
You watch
invites
Vince?
me to
Was
everything.
that the game?
No,
when
it was
Vince-
Eichhoff was doing his rehab
Oh,
start.
Jesus Christ.
He gave up 1 run in 5 innings.
And
Pitched
then
pretty well.
Some way, somehow. Did they win? Trenton?
Who won? I can't remember who won. Yeah, I think Trenton won.
Who'd you go with?
I went with Brandy. Who else was I going to go with?
Me.
No,
She likes baseball?
She likes going anywhere with me.
Oh.
Because she worships the ground that I walk on.
She praises you.
Yes, she does.
What did you have to eat there?
Well, it was Dollar Dog Night.
Oh,
So,
you got
you
good
know.
tickets.
Yeah, exactly. It was it was Dollar Dog Night and fireworks night. So there was all part of, it was all
Yeah.
part of a master plan.
You have a beer?
Well, yeah, of course. There was $2 Rolling Rock drafts.
Oh, wow.
So I had multiple beers. And then we stayed afterwards and
How'd you
watched
get
the
there?
fireworks.
How'd you get there?
I drove.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, they cut off the beer in the bottom of the 7th inning, so then you just stop drinking at that
Yeah.
point. And by the time the fireworks ends, you're sober enough where you can drive. You're fine. It's not a big deal. Really wasn't that complicated. Then we waited another 45 minutes in the parking lot because people didn't know how to make their way out of the parking lot single file. We had 2 lines fighting with one another to try to get out of the parking lot.
Jesus.
That's Trenton for you.
Instead of if we all get in one line, this will all move a lot quicker.
You ever been to the Blue Rocks?
No, I've never been to Wilmington. I was going to go to a Lakewood game, but Lakewood it's just a creepy area.
I mean,
Is it really?
well, it's full of
Hasidic Jews.
ultra Orthodox Jews. They
No,
they arrested 15 of them.
Yeah,
for mooching off of welfare.
Yeah, they have exactly. There was a huge thing. They just all got arrested for cheating the government because
Yeah.
they're Hasidic Jews, so they claim that their house is it's like a temple. They claim it's a religious building. So a church doesn't have to pay taxes. So they claim that their house is a religious temple, so therefore they don't have to pay taxes on it. No, that's not,
Yeah, that's not how it works.
I'm going to claim that my house is a religious temple if that's the case. Everybody will just claim that their house,
That's not how it
is.
works.
It's not how it works, right? But no, what makes it it's just a weird place to be unless you're you're of that, unless you're one of them because you drive around town and they all walk around town and what
well, they're not allowed to use the machines. If it's on, I think it's a Saturday in their religious books,
right?
where they can't.
And these are the guys that the hair with the curly sideburns that come down, and they're all dressed a certain way, or they're all dressed the same way and look the same. That's very Orthodox, Orthodox Judaism. And it's just the KFC in town that I've gone to. I've driven through Lakewood to get the brick
fried chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I've driven through Lakewood to get the Brick Township that's where I got my tattoo done. And there's a KFC in downtown Lakewood that I don't know what the side dish is, but it's this Jewish side dish that I guess is specific to that culture.
Yeah.
And
Do you know what's in it?
no, I don't. I really don't. I have no clue what it was.
What did it
Did
look
you have it?
like?
It looked like a form of mashed potatoes to me, but
you
I didn't
have
get
any?
a good look at it. No, they asked me if I wanted it on the side,
I'll look it up for you.
and I was like, no, I don't know what that is. I don't want that. But it's just and they all look at you strange. You drive. I was driving through town.
Look at this goyim.
Right? Yeah. Jeez, you're gonna get us in trouble.
I know.
What? That's what it. That's.
I'm
a
driving
Jewish
through
word.
town, and it's just you feel like an outsider. They all stare at you, they know, well, he's definitely not from here because he's not one of us.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
Get
you're-
out of my town.
I guess, yeah. Well, maybe they're all they're all mooching off the government, so maybe they're all suspicious of outsiders. Who is this?
Yeah.
So, who's this person? Yeah, we gotta be
Who's this
careful
son
of
a
him.
bitch?
Who's this guy? Does he work for the government? Is he coming for us?
Is it the Messiah? He's back. He's
Jesus.
born.
So it's Lakewood. I was gonna go to a game there, but I don't know who's in Lakewood that's exciting to go see.
Yeah. Not really nobody.
Mickey Moniak.
Well, yeah, I was gonna go see Moniak, but I'll wait for him to get called up somewhere else and then go see him.
I'd rather wait for him to get called up to Double
Reading.
A or
Yeah,
yeah, to
exactly. Exactly.
which should be happening soon, but
I was hoping to see Kingery, but he got called up to AAA
yeah.
a week before, we were able to go see the game Tuesday.
Whoa.
So
Oh yeah.
That's where I need to take my ass to. The Lehigh Valley game.
there's
to
no
see all the
reason.
young
Kingery-
Kingery, I
wanna
don't
go
know why
to
Kingery's
Allentown.
not up in the big leagues at the moment. He's continuing to tear the cover off the
Yeah.
ball.
Well, this is the
Now
point.
3 straight weeks of it at AAA.
They just let them sit there and rot away, Zach. I'm telling you, you're not going to see the kids till they're 24, 25. I'm telling you.
Kingery's already 23.
Yeah. He's got 2 more years till he gets called up.
He'll be up next year. He'll be up by the end of this year.
He
Then he'll be
better
on the
be.
opening day roster next year.
He better be.
He will be. Oh, Jesus. What do you people want? Oh, it's...
What's been going on in your Twitter world?
Well, no, this is from Tom. He says there's a ton of YouTube comments, and he wants us to read them.
Yeah, they've been there's a really good conversation. I love it.
Oh, there's a good conversation.
A really good conversation
say?
between Mike B and Eric R and Jacob Bloss, jumping in on the fun.
Eric R.
Eric R
and Mike B.
Mike B and Jacob Bloss all
Jacob
commenting.
Bloss said we should have traded for Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
Then he said if they traded Morris
Traded
for
what?
him, we could have packaged Okafor and something else.
Okafor.
I want to get rid of
You had to get up
Okafor.
Okafor in a first round. Okafor has no value unless you're giving up a first-round pick.
Yeah.
He's got no value.
Yeah. Well, it all starts in the beginning where Mike B says Simmons Rookie of the Year, Boston's third-round pick. Okay. Even though the NBA draft is 2 rounds. All right. Looks nice. Looking forward to Fultz versus Ball tomorrow. Talking about T.J. McConnell. And here we go. Mike B has a projected starting lineup.
The Lakers don't play the Sixers tomorrow.
No, that's what I got
We play the Clippers tonight.
Yeah, the Clippers.
And then we play
the Lake
Boston
Show, yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay. Apparently Mike B's got it all mixed up. So Mike B projected his starting lineup. He's got
Damn it, Mike B. What are you doing?
his starting lineup's going to be. He projects Joel Embiid, Dario Saric, Robert Covington, J.J. Redick, Ben Simmons, and off the bench you have Big Ja, Rashawn Holmes, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, Markelle, and T.J. McConnell,
And
Worker-
Furkan.
Markelle coming off the bench.
And Furkan.
and,
No, see,
Justin Anderson. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't
yeah,
mention
but this is the problem. Like,
Furkan.
we want to. If you're naming a start, the sit here and give a starting lineup right now is stupid because Simmons is going to be on a minutes restriction and Embiid is going to be on a minutes restriction. The best way to look at this whole thing is to look at it as a 6-man rotation. There's going to be a 6-man rotation. It's going to be Embiid, Simmons, Fultz, Redick, Covington, Saric. There's your 6-man rotation. Okay, Saric can play multiple positions. Okay, Saric is going to play 30 minutes a game. Covington plays elite defense. He can play a couple different positions. So when guys like Fultz and when guys like Embiid are on their minutes restrictions and they're on the bench or whatever, you're going to see, guys like Covington playing a bigger role, guys like Redick playing a bigger role, Saric playing a bigger role. There could be times where because Simmons is on a minutes restriction, maybe he comes off the bench one game instead of starting.
Yeah.
He's on his minutes restriction. He's only going to play 25 minutes in a
Right.
game. So instead of him starting, he comes off the bench. I don't like to look at this as what the starting lineup is going to be because the bottom line is you're going to have a 6-man rotation of all 6 guys playing close. You're going to have 6 guys playing at least 30 minutes. Like, that's what's going to end up coming of this. You're going to have 6 guys
You bring
playing at least
Saric
30 minutes.
You bring Saric off the bench to start
That's
the year.
probably a possibility at some point.
It's probably
Because he
gonna
could
happen.
play 3 different positions and
Yeah.
gives you a ton of versatility. But people are always coming off the bench. Yeah, but he's playing over 30 minutes. So is he really coming off the bench? Like, he's
Yeah.
pretty much just a 6th starter then in that like that's what look, we're looking at. It's just like us trying to pigeonhole. Well, what position is Simmons going to play? It doesn't need. It's in positionless NBA. You're just going to have 5 guys that have a skill set.
Yeah.
That is going to allow them to all play well together. You don't have to label them as any one position. Okay? Just like we don't have to really name a starting lineup. You're going to have 6 guys that are all part of the
Right.
same rotation playing close to 30 minutes a game. That's all that matters. And the 5 that are going to be on the court at the start of the game are probably going to be different than the 5 that are going to be on the court at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what your situation is. Your 5 on the court at the end of the game, if you're winning and you need to preserve a lead, that's probably going to be a different 5 than what was on the court at the beginning of the game. Covington's definitely on the court at the end of the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Oh, you
when
think so?
When you need to preserve a
Of course,
if
yeah.
you've got the lead with a minute to play,
You're putting Rocco.
Covington's got to be in the game because he's an elite defender. He was 3rd-team All-NBA defensively. He's a really underrated defender. Now, if you need, and in that situation, maybe Fultz is off the floor because he's not your best defender, or Saric is off the floor because he's limited defensively, or whatever the case might be. Now, if you're trailing by a bucket or a couple points or whatever with a minute to play, now Redick's definitely going to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Fultz is definitely going to be on the floor. Embiid will definitely be on the floor. Simmons is definitely going to be on the floor. So, your 5 on the floor at the end of the game are probably different than the 5 on the floor at the beginning of the game. And depending on the situation, whether you're winning or whether you're losing, that could also change the 5 on the floor
Yeah.
at any particular time towards the end of the game. So I like looking at it more like a 6-man rotation. I don't like this idea of naming a starting lineup.
It's probably going to be a rotation at best, and then once the season progresses, then they'll probably settle with a definite starting 5, and especially once you take care of
Will they though? Because the minutes restriction with Simmons and Embiid is going to go all year.
Yeah, it's going to go all year, but I mean it all depends on how the season progresses. That's
Which
all
isn't
it
a bad
is.
thing now
It
when you look
isn't.
at the depth on this team.
Yeah.
Okay, so steal minutes for Simmons, him only playing 25 minutes in a game, with the depth on this team now.
Yeah.
You got the ability to do that. I just don't want to see them giving them both neither Simmons or Embiid are playing tonight. That's dog shit.
Right.
Like they shouldn't both be getting the night off.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have times like today's NBA stars. The stars they get days off. They're getting days off. Guys aren't playing 82 games a year anymore. So you're gonna have games where that happens too, where Simmons might get a day off or Embiid might get a day off. That's just gonna happen.
That's fine.
But that's why you brought in a guy like Redick, because it gives you the ability to do
Fills up
something
that
like
gap.
that and still have the ability to go win a basketball
And
game.
you also have a playmaker that Ben Simmons can pass to.
Right. Well,
You set up
you're
the
going to
play,
space the
Redick
floor
finishes.
so much
Oh,
that
yeah.
Redick is going to find a lot of open looks.
Oh yeah.
And he'll
he's
probably play
and
close to 30 minutes a
and
game.
he's so consistent too. So it's not like
Yeah, he's going to shoot in the mid 40% from 3.
yeah.
So he's going to be a really valuable player. This is The Rundown, A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, Certified Public Accountants, 301 Oxford Valley Road, Yardley, Pennsylvania, 215-369-3300.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Get your skills in shape, then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard.
This is the Rundown, A2D Radio. LakersNetwork.com. Fun show going on. A lot of good conversation. Got a lot of feedback from the people. What are the people saying, Frank?
The blessed people.
Screw the people.
Yeah, I guess.
We the people.
Sure. I guess. I don't know.
We the people of this great state. Is that how it goes? And it's like,
Yeah. Huge.
we the people of this great country have decided.
Wrong.
What in the blue heck?
Computer not working?
Your charger fell out.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Well,
because you tripped over it while we were at break.
yeah, but that shouldn't affect anything. Why is it's going off and I can no longer see?
Plug
Well,
it back in.
That sounds like a
But
personal
that's
problem.
not the issue. it's charged. The issue isn't the fact that
Maybe your brightness is
Pro-
down.
it's probably the battery. All right.
yeah, I'm
Freaking
confused.
It's okay to be confused.
I'm so confused.
Why don't you just turn it off and then turn it back
Yeah.
on?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do
All
here
right.
now.
You got, hand it to me. I can try to
I've
fix it.
got it. Relax.
All right.
Relax.
Okay.
See, you're not any of the options we had excitement-wise. You're not excited for any of those things. You're excited. You're most excited for the Lakers
I'm living in the
summer
moment.
camp, right?
Yeah. I'm
You're,
living in the
you're,
moment.
you're more excited for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Summer League. 100%.
All right. Is anybody going to bet when if the Lakers game is going to be broadcast that the first person they're going to interview is LeVar?
I don't think he's going to beat her.
I don't want LeVar allowed in the building. LeVar should not be allowed in the building. Like, if LeVar wants to run his mouth, he can do it at home. LeVar should be banned from every NBA arena. Like, if LeVar wants to go to, like, a Kings, like, Warriors game, that's one thing. Doesn't involve your son. But he should be banned from any NBA arena that involves a game that's happening at that very moment with his son.
LeVar and Staples Center don't go well.
If his son's playing, he should be banned from the building. Should not be allowed in.
Jeez.
The brothers probably will be there tonight.
Yeah, I'll expect like LaMelo and LiAngelo.
Did you see his dumb ass on WWE Raw?
God, that was probably the biggest train wreck since Donald versus Rosie.
He's ripping his shirt off and stuff. Like,
Oh, you're making me mad.
yeah, and he was shaking and everything. He's so stupid. Like
you know what this stands for? Million zippers. You need to zip it.
See, this is why I got mad last week
a
when
damn
Tom tried to
train
be
wreck.
like, Tom's like, oh, he's funny. No, he's not.
It's-
No, he's not. This is why he's not funny. He looks stupid. Why are we all laughing right now? Not because he was funny.
We're not laughing.
We're
not
laughing at him.
you. Yeah.
We're laughing. We're not laughing with him. We're laughing at him.
We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at
Right,
you.
we're laughing
Yeah.
at him. We're not laughing because he's funny.
Like-
We're laughing because he's stupid.
Like I'm waiting for like.
There's nothing
during this
funny
segment,
about him.
I was like waiting for the segment for people to chant delete. I'm waiting for like delete chants to happen, because the delete chants are popular apparently in the WWE. Delete, 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 but nothing happened. I
It's
guess.
sold, though.
I mean, it got people talking.
Yeah, it did.
Can't blame him for that.
He's the one to bring the WWE back.
Oh, Jesus
God.
Christ! My God.
Though.
LeVar Ball is I was hoping that like they were gonna like put him in a wrestling match and then somebody was gonna botch a clothesline and break his Adam's apple or something. You know what I mean?
Like a D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah, who
frog
botched.
splash.
Yeah, who botched his.
He-
Oh, my God. He almost broke his
Yeah,
neck.
Yeah. He almost ended his career right there. His first match,
well,
he
you
almost
know.
breaks his neck for
Listen,
Impact.
At least he made it and got a chance. Sean Merriman signed with the WWE a few years back and then never even debuted with them.
Remember
He
Pac-Man?
just trained for 2 years and then got released.
and the other one, Pac-Man Jones joined TNA
Well, Pac-Man's an idiot.
during his year-long suspension.
Pac-Man's
I remember
another one.
when
He's
all that
dumb.
happened.
People laugh at him and find him entertaining. He's stupid.
Who, Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I can't believe
He's a
he's still in the league, Pac-Man.
He's got a professional wrestler inside him though. Like that was
Yeah.
like last year during the Browns game when he covered Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you in there, Terrell? You in there?" And he had the trash can post game.
Yeah.
He's like, "You in there?" He's like, "He's trash. He's in here. See, he's in here." You're like, "You're not funny, bro. Like, shut up."
That was great, though.
Was it? Well,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
it was
No,
great.
it was not. Like, it really
It
wasn't
was
funny. Like, first of all, like, wonder why that wasn't funny? Because
Why wasn't it funny?
Because a million people, unless you're a Pac-Man Jones fan, okay, or an idiot, unless you're an idiot or a Pac-Man Jones fan, I guess. You know what you should be thinking in that situation when Pac-Man Jones is shaking the trash can? You should be like, yo, like, what's he looking for, his family or something? Like, this guy's a total piece of shit.
He's probably
this
looking-
guy's a total piece of garbage.
He's
Are
probably
we sure you're not looking for yourself?
He's probably looking for the $100,000 that he gave to that stripper in singles.
What's he
in
trying? Well,
Vegas.
yeah, exactly. What's he trying to find his old? Is he trying to find the Pac-Man from 2008?
Yeah.
Is
Find
that
his
what
old
happened?
lady.
Right? Exactly. Like, you
He's
know.
looking for his TNA contract.
Are you in
like the
there,
rest of
Terrell?
them.
Are you in there? Like, shut the
Oh,
hell up,
jeez.
okay? Like, Pac-Man Jones is the last person that should be calling somebody garbage.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, really. This dude's the biggest piece of shit that exists in professional sports. Got in trouble again. He was in court again this offseason.
Really?
Yeah, for something. I don't know what the hell for.
Probably like a traffic.
That's what the
violation.
Bengals are. They're just freaking
Yeah.
juveniles.
I mean, from tiger stripes to prison stripes. That describes the Cincinnati Bengals in a nutshell.
If you hit a girl, you can be on my team.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon, runner up. That's it.
Oh,
There we
stop it.
go.
I can't believe he shouldn't have been. He should have never been a second round pick though.
Should have been a first-round pick.
Should have been,
He
but
never hit that girl.
if he never hit the girl.
Yeah, and Dalvin Cook hit a girl too, and he's in Minnesota. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
as-
great place.
but
That's a
also second
great
round
place
pick.
for him to go though.
do guys
Yeah,
You know,
he can have boat parties.
do
all the
guys not
time.
get second chances in the NFL constantly?
They do, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You can't
look at-
take anybody off your board. Like this is a sport
do you
like
put
the
Joe
NFL.
do you put Joe Mixon's locker next to Pac-Man's now?
Oh God.
There's your mentor.
That's kind of
See-
funny though.
See,
That's kind of funny.
see where I'm going at? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's
like
kinda
Dalvin
fun.
Cook in Minnesota,
but
where there's
see-
nothing to do, and then with a great environment.
I don't know
around
about that.
him, And then
Trust me, you can
you
get in
have
plenty
Joe
of trouble in
Mixon. Then you have
Minneapolis.
Joe Mixon in Cincinnati
Well, yeah, he'll probably get in trouble there
with
too.
that
But
with
you
that
know.
disgrace of a team anyway.
Yeah, but see, but here's the thing: it's the NFL. You can't take anybody off your board
Right.
for something that they did and got in trouble for. The NFL is full of scumbags and women beaters and
Greg Hardy.
alcoholics and all types of just lowest forms of scum
We want to talk about scumbag
that you
Greg
can
Hardy's
find
a
on the
scumbag.
on the face of the earth. 2 more Cowboys players got arrested this offseason.
You know.
So,
Might
like,
set the record.
Everybody gets a second chance.
talk-
It's just the way that
talk
league
about
works. I'm not taking
scummy-
guys off my board for
Well, speaking of
issues
scummy,
involving the law.
Speaking of scummy NFL players who also happen to play for the Dallas Cowboys, you hear about this Dak Prescott getting in trouble for using a fake autograph.
See, that doesn't bother me though. That doesn't who cares? Who cares?
I do.
No,
'Cause I'm
hold
paying
on though.
for it.
Hold on though. It was
I want his real autograph.
that's his real autograph. It was just a machine that was
yeah,
signing
a
it for
machine.
him.
Yeah.
So what's he supposed to do? Sign him?
Lazy son of a bitch. Just like all the Cowboys.
I'm about to slap you. See, this is what I mean. And I know you're just fucking around trying to be funny, but like this was part of my point earlier at the beginning of the show when I talked about how unfair we are to athletes. They give us an inch and we take a mile. This is what I'm referring to. Okay, it's bad enough. It's not good enough that the guy signs 1 million fucking footballs for fans, right?
I know.
So he's got to sign 1 million fucking footballs, and then we're upset that he apparently used a machine to do it. Oh, sorry that he didn't sit there and work a callus into his goddamn thumb for signing 1 million footballs by him fucking self.
Yeah.
Like, how dumb are we as fans? Like, you see what I'm
They
saying?
wrote a big ass article about it. Too.
Exactly. Like, how much waste? Like, that guy wasted his whole entire day writing that fucking article.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
If that bothers you and you're criticizing this guy or you're worked up or this upset over the fact that, he signed footballs with the machine to save a little bit of time, bro, you you need to go find something. Like, go get a girlfriend, go get a hobby, go find something, go smoke some weed, because clearly you're way too on edge to be living your day-to-day, life. Like, so there is no reason anybody should get worked up over that. It's so dumb.
I mean, unless you're
and
like,
you know me, I hate the Cowboys. Like, I'll find a way to tear apart the Cowboys. This is stupid.
I mean, if you're flipping out over fake autographs, I mean, if it's a person who's like selling autographs for a living, then I could see what all the chutzpah's about. But I mean, it's such a non-issue, but at the same time, it's kind of hilarious since it involves the
I don't
Cowboys
know why
at
they
some
wrote a
point.
big ass article.
Yeah.
about
It is. It's a
Right.
non-issue.
Right.
But this is what we do. This is part of my point earlier.
But I think what the big issue is like, I think if you market it as like, all right, these are signed by the players themselves, because I know a lot of the card companies do it where they set aside a certain number for players to autograph. So I think it's usually like 500.
Listen. Let me be as real as I possibly can. Okay. If you buy a football from online somewhere, from the store, from this place, from that place, and you honestly believe it's that person's signature and that they held it in their hand and signed it, that's your fault.
Yeah, you're on that crap.
Okay? The only time you should ever legitimately believe that a signature or an autograph is 100% legit from that person who gave it is if you're the person that handed them the goddamn football and watched them sign it.
Yeah.
I've got Ryan Howard's autograph at home. Want to know how I know it's his fucking autograph? Because I was at the baseball game and I handed him the ball and he took it out of my hand and he took my permanent marker and he signed it and then handed it back to me. I know it's his fucking autograph.
Yeah.
Okay, like, that's not Dak Prescott's fault that people are so fucking naive. They're convinced that they got a football that really has his autograph on it when there's a million other footballs that were on sale at the same place you got that one.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, you go buy that football off of eBay, right? There's probably 250 other footballs on there, the same fucking football being sold for the same fucking price. And you're upset and worked up about the fact that now you found out that it's not a real signature. Well, that's your fault. Why are you such a stupid idiot?
Yeah. That's your fault for hitting buy now.
Like, let's just be logical and real. Like this, it's not our fault that the American public is stupid. That's the way I look. If I'm an athlete, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, it's not our fault that the American public is stupid.
Yeah.
Like that, it comes back to you give them an inch, they give you an inch, and you take a mile as sports fans. How about be happy? You got an autographed football, right? Be happy. No, it's not good enough. Why? Because now I found out he didn't really sign it. Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean?
Piece of shit,
Like,
yeah.
really? Like, exactly. Like, who's the selfish one here? The fan calls the athlete selfish because, listen, he could take time out of his day. I love when I hear this argument. He's obligated to sign. No, athletes and famous people are not obligated to sign shit or take pictures with you. They're not obligated to do anything. Like, that is the most disrespectful way to approach an athlete. Like, it doesn't get any more disrespectful. And then we sit here and we call the athlete greedy or the athlete disrespectful when really we're being the greedy, selfish one.
Yeah.
Well, he's just a greedy, selfish athlete. Why? Because you're upset that your football was a mass-produced football, that there's a million other ones like it that are signed the same way?
You think
That's
Tom
your
Brady's-
fault for being naive.
You think Tom Brady signed all those footballs?
Like, really? You really think that Tom Brady football that you bought off of, Amazon is really signed by Tom Brady?
Yeah.
It's not his fault that you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and that you believe this.
Thanks for putting money in my pocket.
Be happy for having the Tom Brady signed football. No, I'm not going to be happy, though, because he didn't really sign it now.
Yeah.
Well, selfish, greedy athlete. Oh, yeah, God forbid, because he doesn't have a life of his own with kids and
It's not like
everything.
he's got 2 kids.
Like,
and a
it's
smoking hot-ass
so
wife.
dumb. Like, we're really the greedy, selfish ones when you look at it. Us sports fans. That's us. Like, because we expect everything from these guys.
Yeah.
Like, we look, he's making $1 million, this and that. So that means that he doesn't have a life, or that he
He's
should
got to
just
do everything for
But
us.
he should sit there and waste 6 hours of his day to manually sign all these footballs when he could have a machine do it for him in an hour.
Yeah.
No, so he's going to sit there and spend 8 hours of that day doing it. Meanwhile, his wife and his 3 kids are at home, and this is one of his rare off days that he could go be spending time with them and being a dad, but he's not. Because you'd get worked up and have a huge problem and stop being a fan of the guy if he signed your football with the fucking machine rather than manually doing it. Like, you see how dumb it is? Like, this is I just don't get it. Like, what do we, like, as sports fans, we get worked up about way too much shit nowadays. And maybe it's just the way we are as a society in general.
Yeah.
But, like, we get, like, everything bothers us to the core. Like, things bother us to the core. Not like before, like, we didn't even turn a blind eye. We're just like, well, like, whatever. 20 years ago, we're like, whatever, that don't matter. Now, something that, like, 20 years ago, we're like, whatever, who cares? Now we're getting worked up about it, and we're having 2-day-long Twitter conversations about it.
That's how it is. Social media taking over the world.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Well, I don't.
That's probably what it
That's
is.
part of it.
Yeah.
That's part of it because this has always been the way like fans' attitudes have been, and nothing's really changed on that end. There's just social media now, so you see it a lot more. But like that's like I refuse to be that fan. Like, that's why I'm in the minority as a fan, and I end up arguing with people for 2 days, like I keep talking about, because I refuse to be that fan. I'll always give an athlete the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Whereas fans, we never want to do that. We're always looking for a reason to hate that athlete.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like him anymore because of a 140 character tweet that, you know, you
I don't like him anymore because he didn't take a picture with me.
Yeah, oh, God forbid, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus
God forbid
Christ.
if he didn't stop for 2 seconds.
You know what's so stupid? Like, and as for the most part, like in this city, we get it. Philadelphia fans, for the most part, get it. Because Chase Utley was one of those guys that didn't sign a ton of autographs, didn't really take a ton of pictures, because he didn't want to be a guy that was exploited like that. Because he understands how it works. You give a fan an inch and they take a mile. I'm not going to be exploited by you. The minute I sign that ball for you, tomorrow it's going to be on sale on eBay. Like, like we're not doing that, you know? Like Chase Utley, from all accounts of people that I've talked to, was a guy that, you know, you were lucky if you came away from a Phillies game with Chase Utley's autograph.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he just did not sign autographs like that. Is he an asshole? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like fans that like are uneducated and just don't get how it works. They would look at that situation and criticize Chase Utley and say, you know, well, what an asshole this guy is. He's obligated as a professional. This comes with the territory. This is what happens when you're a professional athlete. This just comes with it. You're obligated to sign autographs for fans. It's just how it works. No, it's not. And you're the reason why he doesn't sign autographs for people.
Yeah.
Because too many people have that attitude.
Yeah, you were very lucky if Chase Utley came up and signed the ball for you.
I'll tell you what, when I got my ball signed by Ryan Howard, right? He's working his way down the line right there in the front row, pregame, signing things for people. And there's this like family there, like 3 people. It's a mom and dad and their kid. And they're handing him one thing for him to sign it. Then he'd sign it, hand it back, they hand him another. You know, and he's like, how many things you guys got there? They're like, oh, we only got a few. You know, next thing you know, they're handing him, you get the 10 different things that they're handing him for him to sign, and he's just signing them, and he finally makes the comment, yeah, you guys got more than a few things there for me to sign, huh? Like, and that's like, if he came out and threw it and had a pump, like, listen, I'm not signing no more shit for you guys, like, that's enough. People would be like, oh my God, did you just hear the way Ryan Howard talked to these kids?
Yeah.
When really, like, you're the asshole for trying to force the guy to sign thing after thing after thing after thing after thing when there's other people that he's trying to get to sign stuff for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's only got limited time, too.
Yeah, only got limited time. And, like, we're going to sit here and take advantage of the guy. And then if the guy, and then, like, the minute that they push back and show a little bit of resistance, we become all up in arms about it.
Yeah, the victim.
You know, we play the victim card.
Yeah.
Because, God forbid, because this guy's a millionaire, so there's no way he could be exploited.
Yeah.
Well, he's making $25 million a year. So that means that I can't be guilty of exploiting this guy? Of course I can be guilty of exploiting this guy. There's nothing worse than the fan that doesn't understand that. And just thinks that he can sit here and hand a guy thing after thing after thing and just expect them to sign it. Because you want to know what? You want to know who it hurts? It hurts other fans.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason a guy like Chase Utley ends up not signing things for other people. Because you're the guy that just wants to hand them thing after thing after thing after thing after thing and just expect it to be okay. You see what I'm saying? Like that's...
There's a lot of selfish fans out there. There really is.
They're selfish without even knowing it. Like, they just don't get they just don't get it. They don't understand how it works. Mm-hmm. They don't understand what these guys, these famous athletes, what they go through on a daily basis as far as how they're constantly in the spotlight and they're constantly being scrutinized. Everything they do is under a microscope.
They might have that one off day just to go hang out with
How many times have you said something that has been misinterpreted or misquoted or taken out of context? Because it happens to all of us, and it happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? And if people like judged us like and never like forgave us for like something that maybe they took out of context that we said, like we'd have no friends. We'd always have enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there'd be nobody that would we'd have enemies at all times. Because people would never let you live it down. Well, remember when you said this? Yeah, remember when I only had 140 characters to describe it and it got taken out of context and I wish I worded it differently, but I didn't? You remember when that happened? Like, it's just dumb. Like this is what these are what guys go through.
Dumb. People get mad over the stupid shit these days. They really do.
Yes. We're so sensitive. We're so sensitive as people now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, maybe it's developed into what society is now, but like we're so sensitive. Yeah. Everything bothers us. And it's not like it bothers us a little bit, it bothers us to the core. Like it affects us hardcore.
Like deep down, too.
Like deep down, right?
Yeah.
Like it affects you to the core. Like the people that are like affected to the core by Kevin Durant going to Golden State. You know, the people that there's still people about it.
Yeah.
He's a crumb. Oh, shows no loyalty. He's a crumb. Left Oklahoma City to go to Golden State.
Yeah, but no.
So what?
Guess what? Guess what he did? Oh yeah, he took a $10 million pay cut to bring the boys back to run it again, while the Browns over there in the East struggling to get a squad together, because he didn't take that pay cut.
But who are we to get like that offended by it? Where we're so worked up and it affects us that much to the core. Where like now we hate the guy.
Yeah.
Like just appreciate greatness. Like why are we hating on people like that? That's what we are as fan bases now. It's annoying. We've always kind of been an annoying fan base here, though, in Philly. That's never going to change.
Nope.
We take pride in it. This has been The Rundown, A2DRadio.com. We've been brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City, 6037 on the Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, 609-568-9200. We thank everybody for tuning in, all the people that commented on YouTube and Facebook. It's been a great show, a lot of good interaction for Zach Burr, Ralph Delavecchio, and Frank Vespi. Take care, everybody.